Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to SCIO's regular press conference. First of all, please allow me to welcome Mr. Yan Dong, Vice Minister of Commerce, to brief you on the commerce work and performance in 2025 and take your questions afterwards. And with us are also MOFCOM's Ms. Yang, Madam Yang Mu, Marketing and Market Promotion, and Mr. Wang Ya with Commerce. And first of all, let's give the floor to Mr. Yan Dong, the Vice Minister. Thank you. Good afternoon. First of all, thank you very much for your interest and support for commerce work. I am very pleased to join my colleague to meet with all of you today and discuss the development of commerce work. In the recent concluded 2025 has been a remarkable year under the strong leadership of CPC Central Committee with Commander Xi Jinping at its core. MOFCOM resolutely implement decisions and deployments of the Party Central Committee and the State Council and promote high-quality development of commerce. And we have countered many difficulties so as to realize the overall smooth and progressive development of commerce work, that's providing a great contribution to the development of the economy as well. And we can see the development from the following aspects. First, domestic consumption has grown steadily. We've stick to the policies to boost consumption so as to improve the well-being of the people. We have issued many projects and plans to build the Chinese brands and unleash the potential in the commerce market. And the total retail sale has, for the first time, exceeds 50 trillion, reaching 51 trillion, up by 3.5%. In terms of the contribution to the economy, accounts for 52% of the national economy. It is up 5 percentage points. In terms of commodity consumption, we have improved the quality and have continued to implement the exchange, the old exchange for new policy. And we have benefited more than 300 million people in terms of service consumption. We have also launched a special program in terms of improving service quality, and it's up by 5.5%. In terms of entertainment, sports, transportation, and tourism, the retail sales registered double-digit growth. In terms of innovation and consumption, we have been building pilot projects in terms of tax refund for foreign travelers. And the commodity sale is up by more than 100% in this regard. And in terms of our foreign trade, we are coping with external pressure and challenges. However, we have strengthened our pillars in terms of commodity, digital, and service trade, and so as to improve the innovative growth in this regard, and has made some historical highs in all year round. The total import and export is up by 3.8%, register a 47 billion yuan. In terms of enterprises, we also have more than 780,000 enterprises that are newly established, and they account for 57% of the total foreign trade. And our import and export is developing in a balanced manner, and we have also successfully held the CIO as well as a series of projects concerning the import and export activities. And 3, we have also expanded the investment in both directions in terms of attracting foreign funds. We have expanded the scope of service sector, and we have been introducing more investment into the Chinese brand, and more than 70,000 foreign-funded enterprises were newly established in the past year. We have also attracted more than 700 million yuan in terms of foreign capital. In terms of investment, we have promoted the industrial chain cooperation, realized trade integration, and strengthened BRI investment and cooperation, and have optimized the overseas service structure. And we have invested more than $1 trillion overseas, is up by 1.6%. The newly added contracts volume reached 1.2 trillion, which is up by 8.4%. We have also made fruitful results in terms of bilateral and multilateral development. In terms of multilateral cooperation, we have seen fruitful results in the cooperation and it goes and talks at the top level, especially the trade talks between the China and U.S. leaders. We have also signed with ASEAN an upgraded protocol, and the Maldives free trade agreement has been put into effect. And we have also introduced the zero tariff policy to relevant countries so as to bring more certainty to foreign trade. Currently, China has established 24 free trade relations with more than 30 countries, and we see an increase in terms of commodity trade. We have also announced that in the trade talks of WTO of now and in the future, we will continue to exercise the common but differentiated preferential policies, and we will also be working closely with BRICS and G20 members to reach more trade agreements. And China has also launched the green mining trade initiative, which has been signed by more than 20 countries, regions, and international corporations. Coming up, MOFCOM will continue to deepen the deployment of the Central Economic Work Conference so as to continue to prioritize and optimize the internal and external cycles so as to launch into the new era of the 15th five-year plan. And that's my introduction for this part, and now we will like to take your questions from the floor. And please identify yourself before asking a question. Thank you. According to the Central Economic Work Conference, we will continue to strengthen our work in the BRI effort, so can you tell us more? In the past year, MOFCOM continued to act according to the decisions and deployment made by General Secretary Xi Jinping and the CPC Central Committee to continue to strengthen the BRI regime. And we have made a very positive contribution to building a community of shared destiny for mankind. In 2025, with the BRI countries, our commodity volume reached 23 trillion RMB, which is up by 6.3%, which is faster than the average of trade development, accounting for 51% of the total trade volume. In terms of structure, with the BRI countries, we have strengthened our export in terms of computer parts and electronic devices. We work with the BRI partners to continue to boost the national economy, and we have launched a project themed e-commerce attracting more than 100 countries, and more than 240 achievements have been made, and welcoming more foreign goods to be imported to China. We have also seen new momentum in terms of our cooperation with the BRI. So the indirect financial investment is up by 18%, reaching 281 billion RMB. And the direct investment from foreign countries of the BRI is up by 1.9%. So we continue to expand the scope of our cooperation. We have also signed 18 agreements in terms of digital economy and green mining and so on. China-Malaysia, China-Indonesia bilateral cooperation has been continued to be advanced. And number 3, we have seen new progress in terms of project building. In 2025, with the BRI countries, we have set up factories to have a total business volume of a very positive number, and there are more than we have also seen an increase in terms of the China-Europe railway projects. We have also established more than 700 new projects. Coming up, we will continue to act according to General Secretary Xi Jinping's important remarks, and also the deployment of the Central Economic Work Conference, and continue to deepen BRI economic cooperation. First, we will first improve the free trade progress under the BRI scheme, and also to better build the Made in China export from China brand. And CIO will be an important platform to boost the import. We will also be building the China-Euro Railway to take it to another level. And second, we will continue to optimize the bilateral investment activities. So the investment in China initiative will be further enhanced to attract more countries to invest. And we will also be making better arrangements in terms of foreign investment, and to build this cross-border parks and also economic and trade parks. And we will be signing agreements to boost cooperation as well. And 3, we will be expanding new scopes of development and reach more agreement in terms of commerce cooperation, especially in terms of green energy, AI, digital economy, and so on. So this high-quality development and cooperation will be our focus point next, coming in the next step. Number 4, we will build high-quality cooperation projects, and including factories and the well-being projects, as well as high-quality foreign aid projects and foreign investment projects. And we will also be working to build on the small but strong Chinese brand overseas to achieve common growth. Next question. Thank you. Consumption is an important engine to economic growth. In 2025, we see an increase in terms of the volume and growth speed of the consumption market. So can you tell us more about the highlight and the past year? Thank you for your interest in consumption in 2025. And boosting consumption has been one of our top priorities, including many projects such as exchange the old devices for new, and also the national subsidies so as to unleash the potential in consumption. So overall speaking, our consumption market is growing steadily, and as mentioned by Mr. Yan, it has exceeded 51 trillion yuan for the first time, contributing 52% to the national economy, which has been serving as the major engine and driver for growth, especially in terms of commodity consumption. In 2025, with the new policies that we have implemented, we see that a lot of people are exchanging their old domestic appliances and electronic devices for new ones, and also been exchanging their old vehicles for new ones. We also see an increase in digital consumption, green consumption, and health consumption. And these are new scopes and new growth point for consumption. And the online commodity service market is up by 5.2%. In the rural areas, we also see a very vibrant market under the current scope and the structure. We see further unleash of the consumption potential in the rural areas. It is even faster than that of the urban areas. And also we see an increase of inbound consumption, especially with the implementation of tax refund policies. And we see a major boom in terms of China travel. And we see that the number of foreign tourists coming to China is up by 30%. Thank you. I'm interested in the attracting of foreign investment in 2025. I will be taking that question. In 2026, it's the first year for the 15th five-year plan. We will be further implementing the decisions of the 20th CPC Congress as well as the Central Economic Work Conference, and we will be continuing to strengthen our cooperation, our efforts in terms of attracting foreign funds and investment, and building the Chinese brands so as to build a very solid foundation for the 15th five-year plan. First of all, service sector will be our priority to expand the scope of the market and the level of openness, especially in telecom, medicine, and education. We will be launching pilot projects and support the service export enterprises to become more organized and more better prepared for further opening up, so as to expand the access for foreign investment. And second, we will be launching favorable policies for foreign investment, and we will also be issuing the tax refund policies. If they have made profits in China, they can use part of that profit as a refund for tax. And they will also be invited to come into more bidding event and investment event. And three, we will be strengthening service level quality for the foreign funded enterprises. We will focus on their turning on the point that they are very much concerned with, and hold meetings to listen to their advice, listen to their request and pleas, and so as to address to their most urgent needs. Fourth, we will be building a more open platform to facilitate the free trade services and provide better carriers for foreign investment. And we will be acting according to the foreign investment rules of the global community, and also to support the free trade pilot zones to launch this innovation in terms of the whole industrial chain. We will also be act according to the plan for the economic zone development of our country. Thank you. Thank you. In 2026, we still face daunting tasks in terms of foreign pressure and more tariff, more trade barriers. So how do we achieve high-quality development in the trade sector? Thank you. So Mr. Yan have briefed you on the foreign trade situation of 2025 in terms of 2026, the coming year. We are still facing a lot of pressure and complexities in terms of foreign trade, so we are facing opportunities and risks at the same time. We are facing more uncertainties for sure, but we can not ignore that China's economy is very resilient and it has great potential for development. In 2026, MOVCOM will continue to act according to CPC Central Committee's decisions on improving the quality as well as efficiency, so as to further promote the opening up of the service sector and to have a very good beginning for the 15th five-year plan. Our actions are as follows. First of all, we will be optimizing our policies to pull out the series of policies to improve the efficiency and reduce the cost for foreign trade companies and enterprises. We will also be researching on new policies to do that. Second, we will be expanding a more diverse market and will support the businesses to participate in the major trade fairs, especially the Canton fairs, and so on. We will also be providing more information for the enterprises to improve their performance. And three, we will be empowering the cross-sector e-commerce development, especially in the green industry development and AI development, and so as to improve the digital level of the sector. And fourth, we will be promoting a more balanced development and to continue to build the export from China brand. We will also be continue to holding the CIIE and build the pilot zones for import and export and facilitate more countries' products to be imported to China to better meet the demand of the people. And we will further continue to upgrade our support for the support for service sector. We will also be improving the quality for the service sector and especially to boost the export of our advantageous industries products. And number 5, we will continue to upgrade the development of a digital level for the digital market and to accelerate the digitalization of the service sector and also to build the fair for the digital trade. Thank you.
好，感谢，继续提问。好，这边第4排这位外国记者，第4排。
Thank you. From Market News International. At the Davos World Economic Forum, the US trade representative was reported to have floated the idea for another round of trade negotiations between China and the US ahead of the likely heads of state meeting in April. He said there was a chance for some kind of further agreement on trade items that are non-sensitive. What is the Chinese view on the chances for a new round of negotiations and a further agreement in line with the US trade representative's comments? Thank you.
好，请翻译一下。
你好，我是来自美国国际市场新闻社记者。有报道称，美国贸易代表贾米森·格里尔在达沃斯世界经济论坛上提出了与中国进行新一轮贸易谈判的可能性。他表示，双方有可能在非敏感贸易项目上达成进一步的协议。请问中方对举行新一轮谈判以及根据格里尔言论达成进一步协议的可能性怎么看？
这个问题由我来回答。谢谢。
Thank you for the question. In 2025, with the talks of the leaders between two sides, China and US have been holding several rounds of trade talks and have made a series of positive outcomes. We believe that through equal dialogue and the negotiation, we are very hopeful to reach fruitful results, and especially after the Busan rounds of talk. And we will continue to strengthen the dialogue and talks between the two sides and the leaders of the two sides so as to consolidate the results and the outcome of the trade talks. And coming up, China and US will continue to further act according to the principles of equal negotiation and also to address the current problems while reserving our differences so as to safeguard the sound and stable development of China-US relations. Thank you.
中间吧，中间这位第2排女记者。是的。
In 2025, China has contributed greatly to safeguarding the WTO rules and protect the multilateral trade relations. So, can you tell us more about our contribution in the past year and our plans for the coming year? In 2025, the global trade has seen a lot of turbulences and has been stumbling along. And as a responsible big country, China has take tangible efforts to safeguard world trade rules, especially the multilateral trade rules relations. And China has made announcement that in the WTA talks of now and the future, we will not seek new differentiated treatment, which has been greatly commended by the global community. It has clearly demonstrated that China is interested in building a fairer and more stable global rules, trade rules. And second, we continue to make proposals to the WTO for future reforms that is non-discriminative. And civilization is our first priority, as well as development and reform will be our focal point for the next point for the WTO, which has been also applauded by many WTO members. China has been actively participated in reform talks within the WTO. And three, we are connecting proactively to the global trade rules. The MOFCOM have initiated the pilot project and made Beijing as the pilot project for implementing the new WTA e-commerce rule, which shows that China will continue to expand high-quality opening up and has provided a very good example for the other members to follow suit. We will also be improving the quality for fulfillment of tasks, especially in terms of in terms of compliance with the trade policies. And China has always been committed to building a world-class first-level trade investment environment for foreign funds. In 2026, it will be the year, 25th year after for the that marks the entry of the WTO for China. And China has always been a very candid and firm supporter for WTO rules and bilateral relations. So we will continue to contribute to the success of the 14th Minister level conference of the WTO. We will continue to strengthen our support for multilateral economic and trade cooperation and build a multilateral framework. So we will be strengthening our efforts to continue to optimize the reform within the WTO. We propose to change decision-making mechanism so as to include members to the decision-making mechanism and strengthen our support for industrial policies, trade and environment, and trading and AI, and make new rules according to the development so as to better answer the needs of the industry and time. And three, development has been put high into the agenda of the WTO, and China will continue to deepen our cooperation, especially with the 7 countries. And we will continue to promote the trade talks under the South-South Cooperation framework, and we're making our contributions accordingly. We will be implementing new efforts to better help the members to be part of the global trade.
我注意到后边的摄像记者在举手，我们把这个机会提供给摄像记者。
Sorry, question from Reuters. So China relied heavily on exports to hit last year's growth target as domestic demand faltered. So how much room is there for further expanding overseas sales in 2026? And can you tell us what new measures are in the pipeline to spur consumer spending this year? Thank you.
好，请翻译一下。
我是路透社记者。由于国内需求疲软，中国去年主要依靠出口实现了增长目标。那么，请问，2026年海外销售还有多少进一步扩张的空间？今年又有哪些新措施来刺激消费支出？
谢谢路透社这位记者的提问。我想呢，您提的这个问题呢，涉及到两个问
That
题，
actually two questions. First about foreign trade and second is about consumption. I will take the foreign trade part
请我的同事
and the rest will be answered by my colleague.
可以说是
The
顶压前行。
foreign trade of 2025 China has been moving forward despite the pressure, and so we are bringing
合作共赢的理念呢，
more prosperous aspect for not only us but also our
以下
partners.
三个方面。一是呢，
The
中国商品
China's
得益于
commodities
完备高效的产供链体
because
系
of our
和持续
full-fledged
的创新，
manufacture
在设计、
structure, we have made major progress in production, quality, and service, and so we see a wider, a bigger variety of Chinese commodities being put into the market to meet the demands of the consumers. And second, China has been actually participating in global industrial chain building and cooperation. And we have been promoting the industrial development, especially in developing countries. China has also been contributing to the green development and better meet the demand of the world and provide green products to the world. For example, 25, the lithium battery as well as the wind turbine is up by 22% and 45% respectively in terms of export. In 2026, China will continue to promote high-quality export development and more balanced trade development. So we're not only the world factory, we are also more willing to be the to be the world market, providing more opportunities for our country and the world. So the high-quality development of China will continue to boost new momentum for world economy. The second part of the question will be answered by my colleague.
我来接着回答这个第二个问题。正如刚才介绍到的
In 2025,
中国的社会
the
零售总额呢
total retail sale of consumer goods has exceeded 50 trillion RMB for the first time, which registered very steady growth, which can demonstrate that the Chinese market is very vibrant and resilient. In 2026 would be the first year for the 15th five-year plan, and MOFCOM will continue to act according to the CP Central Committee's decisions and also that of the State Council, and continue to expand bigger to the foreign market and investment. We will continue to boost the consumption in the domestic market and build the Chinese brand so as to build a stronger domestic market and contribute to high-quality development. So we will be working on policies, programs, activities, and consumption scenarios. So in terms of the policy aspect, we will continue to initiate more preferential policies to encourage the old goods exchange for new campaigns, especially in vehicles and personal consumption commodities and personal devices.
开展好有奖发票的试点工作。可能大家也关注到了，在上个周末
Last weekends, you might notice that we have also launched a series of new pilot projects for lottery in the consumption market. And second, we will be focusing on commodity and service consumption, and there will be more than 20 campaigns held in China to also hold campaigns in terms of boosting consumption at city level. There are 15 cities that have been chosen. And 3, in terms of building a better scenario and environment, we will be further promoting the internationalization and also the building of new scenarios market. And new scenarios will be built for consumption so as to provide better services to consumers from home and abroad.
好，第一排吧，这位男记者。
谢谢发言人。
Thank you.
经济新闻记者提问，能否请商务部详细介绍一下
Can you tell us more about the high-quality network building of free trade zone and also the signing of bilateral trade agreement and free trade agreement? In 2025, MOFCOM have been actively promoting the global free trade network, and we have seen fruitful results. We have opening up wider, especially with the ASEAN countries. The 3.0 protocol has been signed, and which can strengthen the cooperation in terms of green economy and digital economy. Second, we have expanded the scope for cooperation. We have signed with 6 island countries in the Pacific and also in Congo. In terms of service trade, we've signed a free trade agreement with Maldives. And we have also signed a new agreement under the RCEP framework, and a lot of enterprises are enjoying the preferential policies. And also the RCEP and the CPTPP and DIPA has been strengthened. We are also working with Kazakhstan and Russia in terms of to sign the investment agreement in 2026. We will strengthen the volume, the quality, as well as the efficiency. And we will be providing new opportunities for the world in terms of consumption. And we are strengthening our cooperation with Switzerland, New Zealand, the island countries in the Pacific, and the Mid and East Asia, as well as the BRI members. And trade talks negotiations will be continued to carried forward. In terms of quality, we will continue to expand opening up. The service sector will be our priority. We'll expand market access and facilitate trade and investment protection. We will be including green economy and digital economy into the scheme. In terms of efficiency, we will be acting according to the economic and trade rules of the world, especially the latest ones. Improve IP protection, strengthen labor protection, government purchase, and domestic reform, so as to better be compliant to the international rules.
好，感谢王氏。继续提问。
Thank you.
东区第一排这位女记者。
谢谢发言人，我是大众新闻、大众日报的记者。我们关注到前段时间，商务部会同有关部门出台了关于进一步完善海外综合服务体系的指导意见。
MOFCOM have issued a decision on improving the comprehensive service of foreign investment. So can you tell us more? In 2025, 2025, with the consent of the State Council, MOFCOM together with the other 4 ministries have been signing the decision, issuing the decision on the comprehensive service on foreign investment, so as to build a comprehensive service platform for foreign investment. Coming up, MOFCOM will continue to make full use of this national platform and to prioritize on building a more comprehensive and more full-fledged that covers all aspects of foreign investment. So first of all, this comprehensive platform is built at the national level so as to consolidate the resources of multiple sectors, including the foreign trade promotion, customs, tax, and manufacturing and so on. So it's a very comprehensive information hub and the hub for demand, so as to provide better going out services for the businesses. So this website will be launched officially very soon. You could check out by yourself. And second, we will be strengthening online and offline services. So a lot of places are doing research in this regard and made some results. For example, Zhejiang has built a provincial overseas investment comprehensive platform to integrate the service portals into one. And Shanghai has also been building a municipal level comprehensive service platform, and Shenzhen has also been launching a platform, a one-stop service platform for the enterprises to going out to going global and initiate and facilitate their effort in this regard. In terms of overseas service, we will be promoting Chinese-founded enterprises to get access to the legal services and other relevant services at their destination of export and expanding their global reach. Fourth, we will continue to cultivate some professional agencies so as to empower the enterprises and businesses in a more precise manner, especially in finance, insurance, and accounts and accounting. Thank you.
好，继续提问。
Last
最后
question.
一个问题。好，东区第3排这位女记者。
Thank you. With CMG, service consumption has been attracting more interest. So can you tell us about our achievement in 2025 and our plans in 2026? My colleagues have briefed you on the policies in terms of boosting service consumption and commodity consumption. So I will be now focusing more on service consumption. Service consumption is a great source and for domestic demand and also an important pillar for domestic consumption. So MOFCOM has been acting according to the deployment of the CP Central Committee and State Council. Service level will be playing a bigger role in many aspects. In the past year, we have launched many policies to build new platforms and in order to boost the development of the service consumption market. So first of all, the consumption in the service sector is growing steadily. The retail sale in this regard is up by 5.5%. The per capita consumption is up by 4.5%, accounting for 46% of the total service consumption. And we also see important progress in service sectors such as tourism, transportation, and culture and sports activities. They all register double-digit growth. The per capita education, culture, and entertainment consumption are up by 9.4%. In the past year, there are more than 2,000 tourism trains that has been newly launched. In terms of the catering business, it is up by 3.4%, register a total volume of consumption of 5.8 trillion. We see a lot of activities in terms of sports, such as the soccer league in Jiangsu, and also we see that the box office of哪吒 2 has been breaking many historical records. So a lot of the residents are now more willing to go out to see a soccer game or the sports event or see a movie. And we also see more people that are choosing to go to the foreign countries or to travel in holidays. Coming up, we will continue to strengthen service consumption and its coordination mechanism and expand the scope for service sector and to boost the high-quality development of service sector from the following aspects. First, continue to optimize the demand for service consumption, and provincial policy will be launched. We will work with relevant departments and ministries to improve the support for cultural activities, tourism, sports event, medicine, and health. We will stick to the opening up as well as the loosening up of the domestic market. We'll be also introducing foreign investment to go to the service sector so as to diversify the high-quality development in the service sector. We will also be cleaning out the unreasonable restrictions in terms of service consumption and the barriers in this regard to encourage the market participants to compete in a leveling playground. We will continue to upgrade the service consumption level, especially in transportation and online streaming and the post-sale market of the vehicles and so on. We will continue to strengthen our support for the policies in this regard, to build high-quality brands, and to invigorate development in this regard. And 3, to build more consumption scenarios, new businesses and new models and new scenarios will be put into trials and pilots. The pilots will in turn serving as a good example in terms of commerce, culture, health and sports. So a series of new consumption scenarios will be initiated. There will be also many campaigns and events being held to boost the consumption. And the local governments are also encouraged to launch activities to integrate cultural, sports, and tourism experiences so as to bring you a more comprehensive consumption experience. Thank you to all the speakers and to the friends from the media. See you next time.